What is going on, guys? Welcome back. 2 days in a row. Can you even believe that? What is going on, Vipero? Welcome to the stream. Brooklyn, welcome to the stream, brother. Shockwave Wrestling, what is going on? Welcome to the stream. Guys, before we get started, remember, drop likes on the video. Share the video. Let's get that out of the way. Let's share the video. Get that out. Let everybody know what's going on. But like the video, subscribe to the channel. It's all absolutely free. And let's get this show underway. Now, something a little bit different that we're going to do. We have gone and changed the WCW Special Series title belt from the 6-man gauntlet match to the 10-man Royal Rumble. The 8 and the 6 were too close together. This is completely different. Kind of makes sense on why there would even be a special series. The funny thing is, I don't even know who's in the match. So I can't even announce to you who's in the match. But WCW Light Heavyweight title on the line tonight. Father Time getting his shot against Agent Destined. The Women's Outlaw title, which is an 8-man gauntlet match. Same style that we just had in the last one. That'll be going on. Robbo will be facing against Rowdy. Bama Boy facing off against Hulk Hogan. Dragonuv facing off against McWayne. The WCW Women's Light Heavyweight Championship. Nikkita, Walters, and Phoenix on the line. I told you, you are going to see the light heavyweight champion every single match. That's how much we have to make up for. That's how many times that title has not been defended. So we're going to make up for that. Again, WCW US title on the line. Tonight, the leader of D-Generation X, Jace Wagner, getting his shot at Totes, McGotes in that WCW US Championship. And then in the main event, Andrew Dubs and Vipero will be putting the Universal Tag Team titles on the line against Paul and Sentinel. So let's get this thing going. Oh, well, tells us who it is right there. Look at that. Angel, Aaron Lee, Blaise, McCoy, Brooklyn Joker, Blackheart, Chris Ray, who is the champion, Dave, Eagle Star, JSavage, and JP all getting shots at that title belt tonight. But what order will they be coming out in? We're about to find out.
The following contest is the Royal Rumble match. Now, the two superstars that drew number 1 and number 2 will start in the ring at the same time. Other superstars will join in the order that they drew. This will continue until all 10 superstars have entered the ring. Elimination occurs when you are thrown over the top rope with both feet landing on the floor. The last superstar in the ring will be declared the Royal Rumble winner and will go on to face the champion of their choice at WrestleMania!
Well, not quite how it's going to go, but the winner of this match will, in fact, be the 10-man WCW Rumble champion, part of our WCW Special Series title belts. What is going on? Zach Hamilton, welcome to the stream, brother.
Introducing the participants. First, representing the LWO from San Juan, Puerto Rico, weighing in at 239 pounds.
So it has been a minute since we've seen Angel. Angel trying to get back into form, into that World Championship form that he was in at the end of Season 5. Has seen his struggles here in Season 6, but that does not mean that he will not find a way to get back into form. So getting his shot here tonight, you know, you look at a lot of these guys right here, and these Special Series title belts almost meant to help out the winners of those title belts. So maybe some of them in a little bit of slump, maybe in a short losing streak, maybe in a long losing streak, or maybe in like maybe a short winning streak. But this meant to help propel these wrestlers up in their own divisions, wherever those divisions may be. That is what I'm talking about, Shockwave. Hey, do you have a wrestler that that is like you?
Introducing the individual who drew number 2 from Blackpool, England, weighing in at 228 pounds. Dangerous
So Angel and Dave will be the two that get this thing started. It's going to be interesting to see because I think what we did in this match, I think we were able to limit the number of participants to 4 before another person can enter. So there's 2 minutes in between every single one. So this is not going to be an easy title belt to win. This isn't going to be like a bam, everything's done and now we're doing it. What is going on, Temple Plays? Welcome to the stream, brother. Lucha Underground E-Fed. Nice. Nice. I will have to go check that out. For sure. We will check that out. Guys, while we are getting this thing started and underway, remember all the wrestlers, all the cause that you see, all the arenas, all the title belts, you can download them in Community Creations using the hashtag Totes. That's hashtag TOTES. All right. I will go check it out. Maybe we'll get Mr. Amazing. Maybe we can get Mr. Amazing here in the WCW Shockwave Wrestling showing up quite a bit. So let's get that written down. What is going on? Blaise Radio snuck in there. But welcome to the stream, brother. Two guys, if you haven't gone and checked out Blaise Radio, go check out his channel. Another E-Federation amazing content creator. Go check out his channel. Drop a like. If you want to get involved in the LTD, which is the federation that Blaise runs, go get involved in the chat. He will let you know exactly how to get everything rolling. And already, look at this. Angel Dave going at it, going back and forth. You know, Dave has had a shot here and there to kind of step up, to kind of do something. But I was just getting ready to say the funny thing about it is Angel looks like he is ready to take on the entire world, and take on the entire world he is starting to do. But Brooklyn Joker, the next enter into the ring, so Angel gonna have his hands full right here. And it is also going to be interesting to see if we can get 4 competitors lined up. But how many of these is Angel going to be able to take? You look at the size of Brooklyn Joker. If you're guessing what his size is, it is 7 foot, 286 pounds. But getting to see kind of the leader of a few of the different factions, leader of the LWO is going to be JSavage, the leader of the Syndicate, going to be in action here in this Rumble. But look at this, Joker going right after. Can Angel hold on long enough? Or is Joker going to put an end to his night right now? Hey, I appreciate that, Temple. And again, I'll go check out your channel right after this and see what is going downtown. Now, even though it's only 286 pounds, you can still see he is 7 foot tall. So Angel, to be able to pick him up, Angel, one of our lighter heavyweights, not a light heavyweight. He is a heavyweight, but on the lighter side of the heavyweight division. And you can kind of tell with the way that Joker is kind of whipping him around the ring. Now, next week, starting on Thursday for 7 days, I will be out of town. So we are trying to get in some more content so that during those 7 days, maybe we don't miss everything. And look at that, right at the buzzer once again. Angel now eliminated. Oh, and I thought Just looking down, trying to keep up with the action, trying to keep up with who came in first and who comes in second. But JP happened to use the entire arena, and you want to talk about like just an obvious size advantage right here. You got one of the biggest wrestlers and one of the smallest wrestlers going back and forth, getting after it. Is JP going to be able to eliminate Brooklyn Joker before the next person comes in, or vice versa? So far, we have only seen one-on-one action. Remember, 10-man, brand new 10-man. And look at that, the height of JP, not tall enough to take Brooklyn Joker over the top of that rope. Looks like he's going to try it again. Brooklyn not going to give him the chance, though. Now whips him over, tries to knock him off. JP stops him from doing that. And these guys going back and forth right there at the rope. Now JP having some issues here as of late on kind of a minor losing streak after losing to Digital Dogs in the rivalry match. And thought he was going over. Somehow caught himself with the one hand. Now whips Brooklyn back into the corner, going to work on the midsection right there. Brooklyn not taking any more of it. And JP just missed landing the right hand. Here we go. Are we going to see another elimination right at the buzzer? Don't know. Who is that coming down? Aaron Lee now making his way, number 5. Entering into the 10-man Rumble. And for the first time, we've got 3 people in the ring. Remember, things going every 5 to 10 minutes. And Tempo Plays, don't pay any attention to Streamlabs. Streamlabs can't do anything to you. Well, I really look forward to that. We'll definitely go check it out. I love the lucha style of wrestling. Fast-paced, high-flying, love it. Look at Brooklyn waiting back. Kind of wisely waiting back. Aaron Lee missed Brooklyn flying by. I don't know how you missed that. And Brooklyn inadvertently ends up saving JP. Wanting to get after Aaron Lee, and now JP, same thing, looking like he was going to come in. This would be a good time to come in. Brooklyn, a big guy, and you can tell Aaron Lee having a problem just picking up his left leg. And, I was going to say, you want to talk about no good deeds go unpunished. I was going to say Aaron Lee ends up saving JP and Brooklyn ends up eliminating him, but that's kind of the thing you got to hang out for. Radio Rex, one of the most vile and disgusting people in the world now. Right down in the chat. Now, coincidentally, he looks a lot like our Totes McGotes wrestler, but they have had a DNA test done, and it has been said that they are definitely not related. And here it is in the chat right now as well. You got Brooklyn Jokers and now Blaise Radio. Blaise McCoy now in the 10-man Royal Rumble. Him and Joker getting after it now. Both of them a part of the MAD. Anybody can be mad, but only a few can be MAD. But they're getting after it, and you can tell both big guys not afraid to get after one another just to prove who was the best in MAD. JP landed it, but Aaron Lee fights through it and fights his way back into the ring. Now, at this point, one person is going to have to be eliminated for the next one to come in. Already up to 6. Blaise and Aaron now getting after each other. Aaron Lee catching them right and dirty. And Brooklyn is flat out. Oh, Brooklyn going after Aaron Lee. Aaron Lee steps to the side, though. Steps to the side and ends up hitting his own man and eliminating. Blaise Radio now, both men looking like they were trying to get after him, but look at that. You had Aaron Lee kind of waiting back, kind of hanging out, waiting. And then you saw JP kind of get the best of Brooklyn, throwing him in the corner. Aaron goes for the move and a quick super kick right to the jaw of Aaron Lee. So JP not letting it go that far, was controlling the ring there for a second. And Brooklyn Joker's on another level right now. Right now has eliminated most of the people in the thing. Aaron Lee setting up on Brooklyn. Brooklyn, though, not having it. And he eliminates Aaron Lee also. So really, after Angel eliminated Dave, Brooklyn Joker has eliminated everybody else. Who's coming down now? The Four Horsemen representative, Eagle Star now. Eagle Star recently losing the light heavyweight championship. Then having a shot at the Outlaw title. And I was going to say, did not fare well in that one match. However, can he fare better here tonight? Can he bring home one of the 4 special series title belts? Look at that, climbing up the tree and bringing the tree down with him. Remember, Eagle does not, one of the smaller wrestlers, but does not wrestle down to his size, wrestles up. Not your high flyer guy, and oh, just misses that. Just missed that move. Kind of had his timing off a little bit. Looked like he was going to try it again. Changes his mind. And then gets back into it. What is going on? Bama, welcome to the stream, brother. Just like the title says for this episode, the 4th Horseman tonight will be named, but that is not the only thing that is going to go on here tonight. We have been told a few different things. There's a few more announcements that we will be making throughout the episode. But right now, we have Brooklyn Jokers, Eagle Star, and 3 more competitors to include the champion, to include the one who won it as a 6-man gauntlet match before we changed it. This is the very first time we're seeing this to a 10-man Rumble title belt. So still have, I was going to say we still have JSavage to go, but now the leader of the syndicate making his way into the ring. Brooklyn Joker has Eagle Star up. And that was a long way to go down. And look at this, JSavage understanding, because he has been watching it in the back, that so far Brooklyn Joker has eliminated just about everybody, really everybody but one person. And JSavage immediately getting into the ring and getting after the Joker. I gotta tell you, Rex says some funny stuff. Like, as vile as he is, he still says some funny things. You gotta pay attention to it. Brooklyn Joker now really kind of fighting for his life. Both these guys really trying to get after him. Look at that kick. Can't even get it up and over, and trying to knock him out of this match right now. Can he stay in? But he just ate up that super kick and then immediately throws Eagle out of the ring. Eagle somehow taking 2 of the punches. Fighting through it, and JSavage sitting there waiting right in the wings. Is he going to be able? Now trying, and this would be this is the part where Eagle should get invested. Try to get Brooklyn Joker out, and then worry about what's going to go moving forward in this match. But as you can see, Brooklyn Joker not having it. Fights through this. Who is the next competitor coming down? It is Blackheart, former WCW World Champion, now starting to get back on track. Found out that he was injured also recently. Got his doctor release to start competing again. Oh, JSavage saves himself again. Eagle almost getting him out. But Blackheart too, I think Blackheart realizing that even, like, it looked like JSavage realized it. But so far, Blackheart focusing all of his effort and all of his energy on Brooklyn Joker. And Brooklyn coming in at the number 3 position. You gotta think that he has got to be wearing out. But look at that. JSavage eliminates Eagle Star. And there is only one person left. One person left, and that is going to be the champion, the current 10 Rumble champion, Chris Ray. Oh, just off again. Something with this new update has made these guys the timing off. They used to not be off when they were doing that, but now they are. JSavage, though, fighting through it. Blackheart getting back to his feet. Looked like he was about to go over, but I think Blackheart kind of slowed him down a little bit. So the momentum did not send JSavage over that top rope. Brooklyn maybe awaiting a worse fate. No, he is not. Blackheart now in a bad way. And JSavage, look at that, just biding his time yet again. And once again, gonna try to get the Joker out in the corner. Can he flip him out? Like, it does not look like he's making much leeway with that. And Brooklyn finally starting to fight back. Finally starting to get back into the ring. And that is a huge boot. Brooklyn Joker once again back in control of what is going downtown. Picks up the former WCW World Champion Blackheart, takes him up, and like we say, what goes up has got to come down, and down comes Blackheart onto the mat. Blackheart, I think, kind of connected with both of those. With both wrestlers. And look, it looked like Savage was getting ready to get after him. Blackheart now puts him up, throws him into the ring. And any second now, we should be seeing the final entrant, Chris Ray. And Blackheart puts out JSavage. And we are down to the final. Whatever is going to happen, it is going to be between these three. And look at this, Chris Ray coming in fresh. Brooklyn Jokers, remember, he entered in at number 3. Very, very tired. Blackheart entered in at number 9. So you got 9, 10, and 3 sitting in here. But still, even though you see how slow Joker's moving, you got to believe he is the favorite, even over the champion, even over the former WCW world champion. You got to believe Joker right now to be the favorite. I don't think these guys have put enough emphasis on trying to get Joker out, and even when they have a couple of times, they haven't stuck with it, and Joker has fought his way through it. What? Oh, down to the final two, number 9 and number 10. Blackheart finally eliminates Brooklyn Joker. Unbelievable. And now two relatively fresh wrestlers. But look, Blackheart has got the momentum right now so far. Blackheart eliminating JSavage and Brooklyn Joker. Chris Ray not eliminating anybody, but now to win the title, you only got to eliminate one guy, and that's the final one. So which one of them is going to walk out of here with this title belt? Which one of them is going to gain a slight advantage in our universe mode by holding this title belt? We are about to find out, and typically we're not going to see a lot of WCW Special Series titles, but you are going to get to see two of them tonight. Right now, trying to get the title belts established, we are starting to see more of them. And here we go, Blackheart picking up Chris Ray, opted not to go for a clothesline or for a boot. Tries to pick him up and throw him out. Chris Ray, falling back to one shoulder, now getting his arm back in. And getting back into the ring. What is going on, Herbie, brother? Welcome to the stream. That is interesting. I've seen the hashtag DBMO before, so that is very interesting. Yeah, guys, and if you run an E-Federation, I'm telling you right now, all of my wrestlers, you can use any of them. I really enjoy watching what you do. Now, while most of them are real people, there are a few out there that are not. So, telling you right now, you got my permission to do what you got to do, and that is going to do it. We have a brand new 10-man Rumble champion. So Blackheart picking up a couple of wins and now winning the 10-man Rumble here tonight. So he might be clawing and scratching his way right back in to the world title contention. Once he lost that title to Angel, things started to kind of go down a little bit. But now, as of late, starting to gain that momentum again. So absolutely amazing. Congratulations going out to Blackheart. And to be fair, that takes away another title from the NWO. Remember, we got the faction wars that are coming up here in the next month or so. Things kind of leading to some different stuff, and we are starting to see some different things happening within the factions and other groups of wrestlers starting to put themselves into position. And you got to believe it's to compete in the Rumble Wars. And again, guys, if you don't know, to find any of my wrestlers, that's what you do to find them. Any of my created wrestlers, any of the title belts, any of the arenas, all of that. Find it using hashtag Totes, hashtag TOTES. Total, we've been downloaded now almost 3,100 times. So lots of downloads, lots of people using the stuff. We are currently adding all the updated wrestlers. I'm taking off the older stuff and adding the new stuff. The way you can tell if it's the most updated wrestler, really, it'll have a description down at the bottom, say complete CAW, face scan or no face scan, but it'll be a longer thing that says more than complete CAW. That's how you know it has been re-uploaded recently. So we've had some wrestlers that are uploaded almost 100 times. Kind of breaking records for some of our downloaded created wrestlers. But you can see we don't skimp on any of our created wrestlers. All of them highly detailed. I'd put a lot of my created wrestlers up. I would say I mastercraft created wrestlers. If you guys have a wrestler out there that you want me to help you with, take it as far as you want to take it. Upload it and using hashtag Totes. Make sure I can re-upload it so I can get it back to you. And then you can download that and use that how you guys want to do it too. I have no problem doing that. I always leave one spot open out of the 100 slots so I can help people out and do that. So check that out. It's pretty cool. Really? I will definitely have to go check that out. I have not seen it in a minute. We've been very, very busy here as of late. But, again, getting ready to go on vacation, so I'll definitely go check that out. I always enjoy seeing how things go. I haven't downloaded the brand new Totes with the brand new moveset. I will do that today. He is one of the ones that is on the list to do, but should be interesting. But now, you see Father Time, we haven't got to see him in a long time. He has mainly been trying to compete for special series type title belts. But tonight, getting his shot. Remember at one time when you look back in season 1, 2, and 3, Father Time in the world title picture in TSW. So, kind of once we moved to the WWE and now into WCW, hasn't seen as much action, but gets his shot here tonight to prove that's a mistake. So Agent Destined, kind of young, like just making his debut here a few episodes ago in Season 6, but already rising through the ranks and becoming the WCW Light Heavyweight Champion, gets to go up against a legendary figure in Father Time. Can he prove that winning the light heavyweight title wasn't a fluke? Can he prove it right here? We're about to find out. Father Time trying to get his career back on track and back on, but look at how fast Agent Destin is, and you're going to see some moves out of Destin that we don't see out of a lot of our wrestlers. That was one of them. Oh, that is very cool. Yeah, what's funny, I didn't even know that was a league. I remember seeing it at Community Creations. I've seen quite a few DBMO characters, so yeah. Hey, I appreciate that too. Yeah, we've got some title belts. This is my favorite title belt, to be fair, the light heavyweight title. That title belt taught us a lot about how to do title belts. Like when we did it, to be fair, it was a fluke, and then when we did it, and I started getting to see how it looked more and more. We started getting into some other things, but that title belt taught us a lot. I would say it took us to the next level. Then we found out something else, and that took us to the next level. Look at this, Susie Lee getting involved in this match right here. Typically, we don't see a lot of the managers getting involved, but Destined kind of was getting the best. Father Time was getting the better of Destined. Susie Lee, though, gets involved, gives Destined a chance to recover. Even though it wasn't a physical thing, Destined now right back on track, right back in control of this match. And DDT right into the mat and down onto the floor. Now remember, on the outside of the ring, very thin mat on top of concrete, so not a lot of stuff going on down there. If you want to take your opponent to the outside and you're losing the match, as long as you can stay in control, that is one way where you can definitely make up some ground and get that match kind of back into even, or even start gaining momentum by dealing more and more damage, even though you're doing the same moves. But you got to be careful about the moves that you do out there, because you're also landing on the concrete. So Father Time getting back, getting it turned back around, clap on, clap off the ear clapper. Whoops, Destined into the ropes, big tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. Getting the crowd involved, and you know, you thought there might have been some ring rust going on. Father Time having one of the most devastating finishing moves in all of our universe, called the Sands of Time. Made famous by Chris Benoit. It is a version of the Crippler Crossface, but the Sands of Time have put out many a wrestler. Look at that. Tilt-a-whirl fakes the backbreaker, then gives him a leg drop, kind of a midair leg drop, and gets a 2 count. Now Destined getting fired up, letting the hands go. Big super kick, and now setting up for it. This could be it. Tries to get Father Time, but instead gets him locked in an armbar. Father Time now fighting through. Throws an elbow, an overhand, a spinning reverse, and there it is, out of nowhere. The Sands of Time locked in. Is Destined gonna tap out? He does not. Father Time kind of shocked about that, looking like he was going for a big clothesline, but Destined stops him right now. Susie Lee looking like she's giving him some words, some advice, giving him the strategy of how to go down, what he should be doing in this match. And Destined getting to work on that lower back area. Father Time going outside. Agent Destined going to the top. Father Time now getting back to his feet. And a huge jumping spin kick catches Father Time. Father Time back down. Remember, you cannot lose your title belt on a countout. So even if Father Time was to win on a countout, the title cannot change hands on a countout. Oh, thought that was just going to be a slam, but look at that. Destined putting his own little spin on him. Gets the knee up right into the chest. So you got the weight of Father Time coming down. Destined gets the knee up, stops the momentum. Oh, little drum roll right on the old face there. Father Time kicks him off, but Destined fired up. This could have set it up. Did he do it? Thought he might have did it right there, but did not. And whips Father Time back on the outside again. Thought he might have waited inside, but not having it. Goes out after Father Time. And this has been a crazy good match. A lot of back and forth. Father Time early on had the match firmly in control. Destined fought back, then he was in control. Now back and forth they go. Destined in control before going to the outside. And Father Time realizing that he cannot win the title belt on a count out, gets Destined back in. Destined kicking out in 2. Now throws Destined to the outside. Father Time waiting to set up. Destined back to his feet. Doesn't see that coming. Gets 2 feet right to the chin. And you can see Father Time attacking all the parts of the body that the Sands of Time affects. So looking like he's trying to get it set back up again. Referee up to 6. Father Time rolls in. Needs to probably reset the count. But Destined making it back in time. Now whips Father Time into the ropes. Goes low. Hits him, and this typically sets it up. Is he going to put it on him? And he is. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. And Agent Destined will walk away retaining the WCW Light Heavyweight title.
And still WCW Light Heavyweight Champion, Aiden Destined.
So that is quite a big win for Agent Destined. Like, yeah, he won the title, but you can win the title, and maybe sometimes that can happen on a fluke. You never know. You know what I mean? That could be an absolute fluke what happens. However, winning it here tonight against Father Time, and quite a long match. Like, that was a hard-fought match that went back and forth, but winning it again here tonight kind of cements the fact that, yeah, he is your light heavyweight champion. New Blood, too, trying to make some inroads against other factions. Like, you look at really the top 2 factions right now, the Syndicate and the Four Horsemen seem to be the ones that hold the title belt. So, looking at that, you kind of get it, you know, on the what's and the whys and the where's and the hows. Now, to explain this, no more than 4 female competitors can be at the ring at the same time. This is much like the Royal Rumble, but this is not going to be an elimination over the top rope. Only comes through pins and submissions. While they're going to explain it, remember, 8 people, but no more than 4 can be in the ring at one time.
Are as follows. 2 superstars will start in the ring. At regular intervals, a new superstar enters the match. Elimination can occur anywhere in the arena. The match continues until 1 superstar remains, and that superstar will be declared a winner.
Now, again, we talked about this a lot. We're not going to see a lot of WCW Special Series title belts. You may see 1 an episode, but there are 7 of them. So they're not going to be defended as often as most titles are. But you're going to see a lot of them right now so we can get them established. You know what I mean? So with this being WCW, we have the standard WCW title belts. We have the World. We have the United States. We have the television title. I don't have a cruiserweight title. I have a light heavyweight title instead. That way there are more people involved. I have a hardcore title. That is our singles title belts. And, of course, the WCW tag team title, right? I have the same thing for the most part with 1 less for the women. There's no hardcore title for the women. Because our women's group has expanded so far this year, we have added in Season 6 the light heavyweight title for the women. Then, because this is a WCW 2.0, this is not what WCW would have been had it kept going. This is what WCW could be today if it got restarted, which means the WWE did buy out the WCW. They did buy out ECW, so they do own the rights. So then technically, even if you had it as a separate company, which is how it should be run, you could still...
And representing the NWO from Huntsville, Alabama, Heather.
You could still kind of have the cross-fighting. So, because of the cross-fighting, we have a Universal World title, a Universal $1 Million title, and Diva title, respectively, for the women, and a Universal Tag Team title. So we have that. Then I have these fun belts. These are there's 7, 3 for the women, 4 for the men. There's a special, like, Fun Series title belts. You don't see them a whole lot, but very special matches involved. But we just made those matches. So if you go on and you look up all the different title belts that we've got, you'll see I make some title belts. So we have them. And the biggest thing about these title belts, though, they matter. Every single one of them matters. They have different point values that get added to the wrestler that holds that belt. And there is a residual effect. So if you've won the title a couple times, there is a residual effect. There's a max cap on the residual effect. I talk about it on my channel in one short video. It's like a 15-minute video, and I kind of go over and explain all of that stuff. But we're going to start having news shows on here, too, that talk specifically about the wrestlers, the E-Federation wrestlers that are in this. I'll give you an example. Miss Nightmare, completely made up, obviously. Heather D, that's my wife. So, especially in the women's division, we do have some characters like Judge Julie Justice, Victoria Van Diver, Kelly Kidman, because we needed to bolster the women. Obviously, you can look up and down the chat. Not as many women in the chat getting involved in the wrestling stuff. But if they did, they would become wrestlers pretty quick. So definitely stuff to look at. Now, we look at both of these women, and no more than 4 women can be in the match. They will come in at 2-minute intervals. However, this is a wrestling match. And as we watched it on Monday Nitro, it is a brutal match. Now, with it being the women's, we're not going to see the blood, but there is going to be carnage all over the place. Can almost guarantee you that. There's going to be broken weapons everywhere. And as these women get going and get moving on further and further and further into the match, it is going to be definitely much, much harder. Now, part of this, all of this is random. Even if the champion goes to defend their title belt, completely random. The champion could come in at spot number 1. We don't know when they come in. That is part of the fun of some of these belts. But women's outlaw title belt, first ever inaugural match happening and underway right now. Yeah, don't pay any attention to Streamlabs. They're going to say whatever it says, but they can't do anything. So I had to take them off being a moderator. It was jacking up with all of my subscribers, and I'm not having that. Not having a robot jack with my subscribers. So until I can make it do what I need it to do, Streamlabs doesn't get to do anything. But it's here, so they get to talk, I guess. But don't pay any attention to Streamlabs. They can't do nothing. All bark, no bite, you know what I mean? Bobbi Hart now making her way down to the ring. Bobbi Hart, another woman that we thought would already be a world champion, has not won the world championship as of yet, but she has become the United States champion. Heather now and Bobbi Hart getting after it. And two, when you look at the WCW, only really 2 women are current champion, and Aussie held the world title belt for quite a long time. Aussie, though, kind of shocking, not going back after the world title belt, wanting to go after and do some different things. So, definitely keeping an eye on what Aussie's doing. Aussie teaming up and partnering now to form a tag team with Rebecca Dawn. Rebecca Dawn, we know, is in a match or in a feud right now with Witcher to figure out which one of them get to come out with a motorcycle. So that is kind of interesting. The very next match they have will be that match right there. That is good. Rowdy agrees because you're going to see something here tonight, Eagle Star. The 4th Horseman will be named. Did I just miss an elimination match? Or an elimination? I apparently did. Heather D out of the match. Now Bobbi Hart and Miss Nightmare, the only ones left in the ring for now. But here comes the very next competitor, and drops her right down on the back. Her back of the head hit the bat. Only a 2 count. Who is coming down to the ring now? Allison Wagner, the only female member of D-Generation X, making her way down to the ring, wanting to become the Outlaw Champion. And Bobbi Hart taking quite a few shots. Look at how slow Bobbi Hart's getting up right now. Allison also did not appreciate that guitar shot while that guitar got broke over both of them. And Allison Wagner getting back onto Bobbi Hart. Allison trying to control it, but that is the Bone Crusher. That is Miss Nightmare's finisher. 1, 2, 3. And as quickly as she started, is as fast as she is back out of this. You get hit with the Bone Crusher on the outside of the ring, though. Yeah, that is going to put your night over really quick. Now throws Bobbi Hart right into that LED post. Yeah, so the funny thing is, Temple, with all of it, it all really depends. Because I agree with exactly what you're saying. It really depends on what you're doing and how you're running your E-Federation. All of them are run different. Like, you go check out Blaise Radio. Love it. Completely different from mine. You go check out Solo Season Universe. We're 3 guys and we kind of been working pretty close together. Completely different. And different from Blaise. Look at that. Right into the side there. But because of that stuff, yeah, you got to have the right number of titles for your universe in order to book and in order for to do things. Right now, I've got so many. It is hilarious. I've got 3 of these notebooks. I've got clipboards. I've got packets. Matter of fact, that's our card tonight. Here's all of our pass cards. Like all the stuff. Like it's not easy to do. It's not easy to keep up with. Crimson now making her way down to the ring, our largest female wrestler, and we see a lot of times Miss Nightmare and Crimson going after it. No different here apparently tonight. Both of them in this match, and both of them in the match together. Even though there's 8 women, there's no way to guarantee that any of the women get in the same match together. And look at that, Bobbi Hart eliminating Miss Nightmare, and now has to face off against Crimson herself. But look, to be fair, Miss Nightmare used to be the second largest female wrestler. Why she has lost no height, she has slimmed down, gone a lot more to the lean muscle, no longer the second largest wrestler, but still in the top 5. So it's not like Bobbi Hart. Like, it's like a pick your poison thing. You know, she's given up size to both of those women and finally takes out one so she can just focus on the other one, and went to do a backhand hammer hit, but she ducks under it and puts her in her finisher right now. Obviously a sharpshooter as a member of the Hart Foundation and the sister to Bret Hart. You gotta believe that she's got a sharpshooter in her repertoire. And look at that, Bobbi Hart showing you why I believe she should be in the world title discussion. Now she has got her shots from time to time and unable to complete them. But now Mimi, the only female with a mohawk, and for a while the only wrestler we had with the mohawk, makes her way down to the ring. And if you think that is just a thing that she wanted to have on her wrestler, you're wrong. In real life, Mimi has a mohawk. Mimi now rolls up the leg, too. And somehow kicks out. I would not have been surprised had she got pinned right there. You look at what she has gone through and what she has endured so far this match. And then the last 2 women that she took out, Crimson and Miss Nightmare, had to take a huge toll on her and probably just wanting a quick breath. Mimi, though, wisely not letting her have it, wisely getting after it. And getting back after Bobbi Hart now rolls up the leg. And it looks like Bobbi Hart might even be getting a little bit stronger right there. Before, barely kicked out. And 2 this time, kicks out at about 2.5. Now starting to make some inroads back against Mimi. And I wouldn't have even guessed the 2 count, but I thought she was going for the pin just to get another quick breather in there, but still maybe main control of the match. Now going up underneath the ring, Mimi trying to get back to her feet. Gets the kendo stick, throws it at her, but look at that. Mimi does not go off her feet and throws her back in to that LED ring post. And now another woman getting ready to make her way down to the ring. Who is it going to be? It's got to be Kelly Kidman looking at the LED ring post, and it is Kelly Kidman, the only female member of the WCW Judgment Day or Raven's Flock. Goes down, tries to get a guitar, and now gets put in the sharpshooter for her troubles. And then Mimi plays a little ditty called "Let Me Knock This Guitar Across Your Belly." I don't know how much Bobbi Hart, I don't think she's going to request to hear that song on the radio anytime soon, but throws Mimi into the ring and then lets her know that she didn't appreciate it. Mimi flies out and gets a sidestep, lands right on her face. Bobbi tries to get after Kelly, and Mimi trying to hush the crowd. Mimi waiting, biding her time, but not long enough. Kelly Kidman now looking like she is going after something. What could she be getting? She goes and gets one of the stop signs, throws that stop sign, hits Mimi in the head. Mimi gets back to her base, but look at that, climbs up the tree, but misses the grab onto Bobbi Hart. And Bobbi Hart now starting to take control, starting to feel it once again, just like she did Oh, did you see that? Bobby Hart throws Kelly Kidman. That throws off Mimi's timing, and Bobby Hart able to grab a hold of Mimi and throw her into the ring. And now Rebecca Dawn making her way down to the ring, but wisely, she's just walking it down, taking her time, all willy-nilly, all nonchalant, nothing to see here, nothing going on the downtowns. Grabs Totes' baseball bat, sees Mimi on the ground and tries to put her back down, but Mimi sees it coming. And now she takes the baseball bat. She tries to make things get evened up a little bit more. Goes, rolls up the leg. 1, 2. And Rebecca Dawn kicking it out in 2. What kind of a move was that? Definitely a move of a Kidman. 1, 2, 3. And Kelly Kidman finds a way to eliminate Bobby Hart. Mimi really trying, one of the only members of the Order of the Phoenix not holding a title belt right now, really wanting to bring that title belt home. Rebecca Dawn could use the boost in her match against Witcher. So she is working on it too, but we might not see it because it looks like it's inbound right now. The Mia Moore gets Rebecca up, but cannot finish it off. Rebecca fighting through it. Kelly Kidman, though, apparently wanting a piece of Mimi, and not tomorrow, but right now. Rebecca's saying, hey, kid, you need to wait. And Rebecca Dawn getting back after it. Picks up Mimi, brings her back down, and right on top of that chair now goes for the pin. 1, 2. Look at that. She spun around. Thought she was going to get powerbombed. Instead, gets a pop-up European uppercut. Mimi way off. Hits her with a crazy twisty maneuver. 1, 2, 3. And now either Rebecca Dawn or Mimi will become the very first women's Outlaw Champion. 2. And you can tell right now both women can taste it. Both women can taste the victory. Both women understanding in their own careers what is on the line and how they can use this. Not just to help maybe their own career, maybe so in the case of Becky, but Mimi, how this would help her faction going into faction wars. Now, this will also help wherever Becky decides to line up in faction wars too. Tried to hit her with the Becky bomb, but no can do there. Now, again, Mimi trying to go for the Mia Moore, but the Mia Moore not working. Gets whipped into the corner. Goes now, gets that kendo stick. Oh, pushes it right into her. Right into the abdomen, hits her with it again. Tried to hit her in the head. Ducks, what is Mimi doing? Oh, you didn't know? Pinchers of power right there. Goes and gets the brass knuckles. Hits Becky. 2, 3. And that just proves you got to do whatever you can to win the WCW Special Series Outlaw title.
Here is your winner, and new WCW Women's Underground Internet Champion, May.
So Mimi bringing home another title to the Order of the Phoenix. And I'm telling you what, like, you look at the NWO on the women's side and you look at the Order of the Phoenix right now, number of titles, Order of the Phoenix has it. Strength of titles, you're looking at the women's NWO, but still absolutely crazy. So already we have been off to one crazy start in the first 3 matches. Now things starting to get a little bit more normal. Things starting to maybe calm down a little bit, but not in the lack of crazy, just in the lack of crazy match. We've had our 10, we've had our 8. We're going to see a lot of one-on-ones, and we're going to see some some tag team action coming up right now. But right now, we saw on Monday Night Nitro, Rowdy, the enforcer of the Four Horsemen. Robbo used to be a member of the Four Horsemen. Rowdy coming in, attacking him during Bama's match, and now you can see instead of Robbo putting up 4 fingers, Robbo's only putting up 1. Robbo being kicked out of the Horsemen, but wanted his shot here tonight at Rowdy, mano-a-mano, one-on-one, and you know, Horsemen, they're going to oblige. What is going on, Digital? Welcome to the stream, brother. Sawyer's Nest. That's nice.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Wolverhampton, England, weighing in at 220 pounds, the Machine,
Robbo looking like he is absolutely off his rocker, looking like he is more than beyond pissed, taking no time coming up with a new look, but it also did something to his sliders as well. So brand new, you're going to see a brand new style coming from Robbo. What is it going to mean? I don't know, but you're looking up. His loyalty trait gone way down. So what is that going to mean? Desperate trait going way up. Excited to see what that is going to mean for Robbo. We saw Robbo, who was at one point a Universal World Champion, really kind of get into a rut here as of late, and maybe this is the kick right in the tuchus that he needed. But we're going to find out here tonight, and against the enforcer of the Four Horsemen, the one who delivered the message to let him know he was no longer a member.
representing the Four Horsemen from the nearest nightclub, weighing in at 304 pounds, the WCW World Television Champion, Rowdy.
Yeah, to be fair, I've wanted to see intergender matches too. You know, the only time they really worked in the WCW or in the WWE, and I think they could work again, is with China. But now you look at, you got a Rhea Ripley and you got Raquel Gonzalez or Raquel Rodriguez. So those are two of the women I think, you know, they could possibly put on a good match with the men. So that would be interesting to see. But just to let you know, this is absolutely the worst town Rowdy has ever been to. It's true. It's the worst one. We thought the last one was the worst one. This one tops that one. But here we go. The enforcer of the Four Horsemen going up against a former member of the Four Horsemen. And to be fair, at one point, a former leader of the Four Horsemen. Now, an interesting thing, Robbo has never lost to a member of the Four Horsemen. Robbo has fought Rowdy and Eagle 2 times. Neither time did he lose. So, can Rowdy change that here tonight? Or is Robbo going to keep his streak going against the Horsemen? You can see right now, he's already saying he is about to be toxic, trust nobody, warning, danger zone. He is going to go and try to take it to another level. And so far tonight against the television champ, that is exactly what he is doing. So maybe the new look and the new attitude is exactly what Robbo needed. Rowdy not quite ready for it as of yet. But can Rowdy get it turned back around? Takes Robbo now And here's not the place you want to be fighting Rowdy. You do not want to fight him on the outside of the ring. Rowdy now getting back in. Laying in weight, showing you why he is your WCW television world champion. And look at that, kind of a nice guy too. You know, sometimes they say the Horsemen aren't nice people, but he has given the photographers an opportunity at a photo op right there, taking time out of his busy match schedule to give the reporters a shot at getting a shot of him. Robbo, though, taking advantage of that, getting back to work on Rowdy. Rowdy saying, okay, enough. Takes him, drops him in, and off of that turnbuckle. Referee going now down, rolling up the leg, getting a 1 count. But remember, Rowdy has got some moves where he can end your night and with a quickness. So you see one right there, a power bomb into a splash. Rowdy weighing just a little bit north of 300 pounds. So that move matters. And now taking Robbo up top and just throwing him, just showing you the power that he's got. Robbo rolls out of the ring. Rowdy going after him. Robbo thought that was the mistake he was looking for, but Rowdy lets him know maybe a little bit quicker than he planned on. Here's another thing, too. I didn't even announce it, but Rowdy has a brand new face scan. If you hadn't noticed before, now you can see it now. Brand new face scan coming from Rowdy. Bama has a brand new face scan as well. There's a couple wrestlers got brand new face scans tonight. But Robbo not letting up one little bit. And look at that big right-hand punch taking Rowdy down, and no titles on the line tonight, so you can absolutely win by a countout. And how insulting would that be for Robbo to use a Horseman tactic and beat Rowdy by a countout? Don't know how insulting it would be, but look at that, a spear, 2, 3, and I told you Rowdy can end your night with the quickness, and with the quickness is exactly what he did.
Here is your winner, Rowdy.
Rowdy pinning Robbo and showing him why he is the enforcer of the Horsemen, showing him why he is no longer a member of the Horsemen. Again, Horsemen being run a little bit different. You look way back in the day when Ric Flair, the obvious leader of the Horsemen. Today, in the Horsemen 2.0, once Robbo left the Horsemen at one point, the Horsemen decided they didn't want a leader. They weren't going to name another leader, and there wasn't going to be another leader. They were going to rule by committee, and by committee is exactly what they have been doing. So the Horsemen definitely got together, figured out who they wanted to be the 4th member of the Horsemen. And that is exactly what we were about to see right now. Who is going to be the 4th Horseman? We're about to find out.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the 4 Horsemen from Montgomery, Alabama, weighing in at 240 pounds, the WCW World Heavyweight Champion, Baba Boy!
So Bama Boy, the 4th Horseman, all other 3 horsemen escorting Bama down to the ring. You can see his cut on now. Bama Boy, Roll Tide, 4 horsemen wearing all the symbols of the 4 horsemen. Now the 4 horsemen hold the world title. They hold the United States title. They hold the Universal million championship, and they hold the WCW television championship. So, all the major WCW titles, almost all of them held now by members of the Four Horsemen. Now, while no titles are on the line here, wait, what is this?
And his opponent from Venice Beach, California, weighing in at 335 pounds, Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan now making his way down to the ring wearing the colors of the NWO Los Angeles, wearing the colors of the Bullet Club, wearing the colors of the NWO Black and White, wearing his Hulkamania attire, and wearing the colors of the Wolfpack while carrying the Money in the Bank. He is Mr. Universal Money in the Bank, but what does all of this mean? That is quite a few different things going on, and I have been told that John Cena, the leader of the NWO Black and White, and Hogan will announce some shakeups that are happening in the NWO. More announcements will come as to what Hogan's role is or what it will be or whatever. Don't know much more about it tonight. We can speculate all we want. But now not only is Bama a member of the Horsemen, but Hollywood Hulk Hogan seems like he is kind of back up to his old ways, but he's wearing Hulkster WCW, he's wearing NWO, he's wearing NWO LA. What does all of that mean? And look at this, Hogan starting to hulk up on the world champion. And we haven't even talked about the debut. It looks like Hogan, too, also going back to his old ways, bringing in Jimmy Hart as his manager. So it looks like Hogan is hulking up to try to make a run at the world title and taking on the world champion here tonight, trying to prove that he deserves a shot at it. But you can see, too, a slightly different look from Bama. The face paint slightly different. Same idea, but a different style of face paint. You can see if you guys go all the way back to season 1 when Ghost was a member of the Four Horsemen, taking on half a Ghost's paint and wearing that on his face. Kind of an ode back to the original WCW Horseman 2.0. But look at this. While Hogan has been in control mostly of this match, Bama's starting to show you why he's a world champ, but takes a big boot, rolls up the leg. 1, 2, 3, and not quite the debut Bama was looking for. However, that is exactly the debut Hulk Hogan was. So Hogan being the king of upstaging, the Horsemen coming out tonight showing you, like, we got brand new member of the Horsemen, and then Hogan upstaging even that, and coming out here tonight, Mr. Universal Money in the Bank, revealing he is now a member or something of one or maybe all or maybe none of these factions, maybe just proving that he can wear all the stuff that he wants because he is one of the grandfathers of the NWO, one of the grandfathers of WCW, ushering them in to their new era when they did what they did, and ushering us the WCW 2.0. Remember, Hollywood Hogan was the very first WCW world champion. So maybe taking a shot, firing it out, firing it at the Horsemen, knowing that the Horsemen are right now the top faction in WCW, especially with the acquisition of Bama Boys. They're going to be a tough group to beat, but who is going to be able to step up? Hogan trying to show you that he might be one that could be stepping up here very, very soon. What is going on, Jamar Games? Welcome to the stream, brother. So, man, you look at probably, I don't know, the last 4, 5, 6 episodes, a lot of transformative things going on in the WCW. A lot of games getting stepped up here as of late. And another thing that Dragonuv wanted us to talk about, though, during his entrance was the fact that he will be putting together a faction to compete in faction wars. So the leader of the Dragonuv School of Wrestling will put together a group of guys. You got to believe one of those guys is going to be Bobbi O, but who are the other 2 or 3 going to be?
This champion contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from the edge of reality, weighing in at 232 pounds, the Ring of Men's All-Star Champion, the Dragon.
I'm thinking our very next episode is going to be the King and Queen of the Ring finale. I don't have it on there as of yet, but I'm pretty sure that is what we're going to do. We're going to have our pay-per-view event, the King and Queen of the Ring pay-per-view event. That will start to usher us into the faction wars as we finalize some of those details. We will wait to hear from Eric Bischoff to see exactly what is going on. We'll wait to hear from our GM. Right now, I know he is in the back. We've heard that he might be forming a committee of legendary wrestlers maybe on legend contracts, wrestlers that don't necessarily compete, but every now and again we see them pop in for a match here and there. Not sure. We've heard the number might be about 5. I really thought when we heard that Hogan would be a part of this, but Hogan looking to at least make, who knows, I was maybe a final run, maybe not a final run. Maybe he's going to be around for a long time, but looking to make another push and push himself up. He's got the shot already at the Universal World title, but maybe he takes a shot at the WCW World Champion after beating him here in this one.
And his opponent from Gray's, England, weighing in at 239 pounds, the Professional Wrestling Extreme Classic Champion, McWayne.
So we've seen McWayne slightly change his look, slightly change his mask, dye the hair green instead of blonde. Ends up winning one of the WCW Special Series title belts, the Survival title. And now tonight, is that going to help him take the next step? Or maybe this is a match to see if Dragonuv wants to recruit him onto his faction team going into Faction Wars. Who knows what this match is about, but one thing is for sure, these 2 guys are about to get it on. Typically, McWayne not known for being a great singles wrestler, and I don't mean a great tag team wrestler. I mean, he is normally not good in the one-on-one matches. He is usually amazing when it is multiple people in the ring, where we're talking 4, 5, 6, 7 people, 8 people, and to win the Survival title belt, there is 6 people in the ring. So usually that's what he's really good at, but tonight going one-on-one against Dragonuv to see maybe Dragonuv wants to recruit him. Maybe Dragonuv wants to bring him on to his team. Just something we're really going to have to keep an eye on, something we're really going to have to be watching out for. We believe Bobbi O would be on his team. We know that he's the one guy so far that we really know came from his school. But we have been told that there are other wrestlers inside the WCW that have come from his school too. Now, why that is being held a secret, we don't know. But again, another thing we just got to keep an eye on, keep our ear to the ground, find out what we can find out, see what we can see, hear what we can hear. and start piecing some of this stuff together. But Dragonuv right now firmly in control of this match. Firmly in control of what is going on. And firmly in control of what is happening in the ring right now. McWayne really wanting to get things turned around. But we'll have to see. Guys, remember, drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. Share the video. Probably the most important thing we can do is share the video, get the word out, let YouTube know this is something worth sharing so that YouTube will start sharing the video so we can get more people in. We can bring more people in and introduce them to this awesome community. Rolls up the leg. And Dragonuv kicking out in one. You can see this year too. Dragonuv, a lot more dragon tattoos. Like most of his tattoos are directly related to dragon. So, kind of spot on, you know what I mean? McWayne now, after surviving the onslaught from Dragonuv, starting to put together some offense of his own. Grabs him, sweeps the leg, Danielson. And now kind of playing it up to the crowd a little bit, letting the crowd know, hey, he's fixing to do some stuff. We're fixing to do some damage right here. Dragonuv now fighting back as well. And it is odd, but it seems like more and more that we go on, the more and more that 2K updates this game, the more and more the timing gets off on certain things. We've seen it a lot here tonight. Hopefully in 1.13 they can fix that. They can fix the corner 10 count. And there it is, Dragon's elbow. Is that gonna do it? 1, 2, 3, and that does it here tonight for McWayne.
Here is your winner, the Dragon.
So Dragonuv pinning McWayne, but did he like what he saw here tonight? Did he like it enough to maybe bring McWayne onto his team for the upcoming faction wars? You know, WCW putting together their teams too. One, to stop the factions from completing and competing against and for all these title belts. Dragonuv, maybe that's what he's wanting to do, but you're starting to see now that you realize that he's running this wrestling school. Now that that is starting to come out, we are starting to see more and more confidence from Dragonuv, and Dragonuv starting to win some of these matches again. Remember, again, back in the day, back in the TSW days, Dragonuv competing on the world title scene. Haven't seen that in a minute, but, you know, again, maybe he's working his way back up to get back in to that kind of shape.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WCW Light Heavyweight Championship.
Look at the state of this entrance. The roof is on fire, or the entire arena. A lot of fire raining down, and you can see Nikkita Walters, the sister of Wade War and Brutus Walters, making her way down to the ring. Now, for a long time, all we've really seen her do is escort those two down to the ring. But here recently, she is starting to throw her hat into the ring. And now, tonight, getting a shot at the WCW Women's Light Heavyweight Championship. Getting a shot here tonight at Phoenix. Can she become only, I believe, the third light heavyweight champion ever, or will Phoenix extend her winning streak? Yeah, she would only be the third. So far, Phoenix has defended the title against Heather D, Kelly Kidman, and Penny, and now putting it on the line here against Nikkita Walters. This would be a huge stepping stone for Nikkita Walters if she can find a way to win the belt here tonight. Phoenix now making her way down to the ring, one of the most iconic and recognizable characters in our universe mode. One of the most unique created wrestlers that we have. There's a few of them that are out there. There's about really 10 to 15 wrestlers that when you see them, you know exactly where they came from. Phoenix being one of them. What is going on, Rowdy? Welcome to the stream, brother. Yeah, you know Hogan, though. Hogan always jacking around, doing things, doing, you know, the ultimate upstager. Look at that title belt. Mm.
And her opponent from the fifth dimension, the WCW Light Heavyweight Champion, Fenwick.
So Phoenix, so far, the greatest WCW Women's Champion that we have had. Look at the state of that belt. That's a beautiful belt. But able to defend it. So Heather won the inaugural belt, beat Rebecca Dawn for it. Then Phoenix beats Heather for it and has held on to it ever since. But we're going to see a lot of title defenses now come up. That belt has only been fought for 4 times. That is why every episode from here on out, we are going to see it until it catches up to where it should be. You can't have a belt that has been defended less times than the world title, you know what I mean? But look at this, Nikkita Walters, ever since getting the makeover, has just been on another level when it comes to even wrestling. Oh, gets it locked in, it looks like. The figure 4, but not trying to end anybody's night. Now, pushes the chin down. The champ not having it, though. Kicking out, not even a 1 count. And Nikkita right back on top of it. And you can see, like, you see the style that her brothers wrestle, even though obviously a lot smaller than her brothers, definitely wrestles in that same vein, in the same style. So you know that all 3 of them, wherever they train together. And they are nonstop. They are go, 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 even though they are 2 of the bigger men in our universe mode. Nikkita not, but they still have that same. And look at that, Fearless goes for that 180 backflip onto Phoenix. Phoenix using that opportunity, though, to get out of the way and get back in control of this match. Maybe slowing down the pace just a hair, which for Phoenix is amazing. She is normally the one that is go, go, go. But when you got a wrestler like Nikkita who only knows the one style, that is what you get. Nikkita trying to get a clothesline, but Phoenix meeting her with that missile drop kick, and now dropping her on the back of her head, rolls up the leg. 1, 2, 3. And that puts a quick end to Nikkita's night.
Here is your winner, and still WCW champion, Fenwick.
So Phoenix retaining the title, and you can start to see now Phoenix. You know, we saw this a little bit with Totes. All of a sudden, you know, you start seeing he kind of starts putting together this and starts putting together that, and you're like, oh, well, I mean, yeah, he's won a couple matches. But the next thing that you know, he has won a lot of matches, and now, speaking of Totes, we are getting ready to see, can he extend the winning streak to 17? And if you run an EFED out there, you should know how hard it is, especially AI control. There's no way we control any of this stuff, but how hard it is for any one wrestler, doesn't matter who it is, to win X number of matches in a row. Totes going back and forth, kind of struggling a little bit. He'd get a win, lose two, get 2 wins, lose 1, get 1 win, lose 2. Like, that's how it was going for a long time. Then all of a sudden, ends up winning the U.S. title. And from that point on, things start really picking up. And so now, getting a shot here tonight against his... Oh... No, we're not letting it happen.
The following contest is scheduled for...
You guys are going to have to bear with me just 1 second. I'm not even going to try to play that into the storyline. I'm sick of the game doing this. There's no reason for this. People standing in the wrong place. People... We're not having it. We're going to fix it, and it's going to get fixed. Yeah, you ring whatever bell you want to ring. Like, there's no reason for this to happen. None. You can see, even though I've been winning, for whatever reason, one of my attributes dropped. So something must have fallen off in those weeks, you know, when I was showing you guys that. There we go. There we go. Now let's get back into it. But again, I'm not going to have it. Like, we're not doing it. I've done it a couple times where we played into, oh, it must be this. No, we're not doing it anymore.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WCW United States Championship.
So, United States title belt on the line. This is the title belt that has been defended for the longest of all the men's titles, period. Doesn't matter what it is. Universal titles, what doesn't even matter what it is. All the title belts, the longest title defense. Totes has defended the title 7 times, beaten Peyton Hardy, Paul the Thing, Recon Delta, CM Punk, JSavage, GC Rock, Sentinel, and now Jace Wagner getting ready to go after the title belt. Now, since becoming the leader of D-Generation X, Jace Wagner has been on another level. Can he be the one here? Can Totes' brother in real life be the one to end it here tonight, end that title streak, and become a brand new WCW World Champion? Here's the thing, though, and this isn't to put anything down or to put anything else. Yeah, I tried doing it for my phone, too. It wouldn't let me do it either, digital. Yeah, I got to actually sign in and do the stuff. But here's the thing. Totes hasn't just been winning. Totes has been monkey stomping people. These matches have gone by really quick. So you almost have got to believe that if you could get through the first 3 minutes of the match, now you're starting to get a shot. But for whatever reason, these matches haven't been going longer than 5 minutes. with Totes McGotes. And not even necessarily as Totes McGotes even had to use his finishers to end the matches. So it is definitely something we got to keep an eye on. You know, you look at he's carrying the 2 titles. He also, the Universal $1 Million title, defended that 4 times and beat Paul, Dominic Mysterio, Sting, Bret Hart. And actually defended it 5 times. Totally forgot. But Nitro, I just haven't got this updated. That's how fast we put these episodes out. But Goldberg. Just beat Goldberg. So, Totes finally starting to get these title belts. The same thing. Both title belts not being defended enough. And so that's why you've seen Totes on every single one. It would be if Jace was the title holder, you'd see Jace every single time. But whoever the title holders, whoever holds these 2 particular belts and the light heavyweight belt, you're going to be seeing. So Totes going back and forth, defending both of these titles. Which is crazy because now you're talking about 12 straight title defenses. Winning 2 belts plus 12 straight title defenses. That's 14 times.
From Huntsville, Alabama, weighing in at 267 pounds, Wagner. And his opponent, from Huntsville, Alabama, weighing in at 258 pounds, the WCW United States Champion and the Universal $1 Million Champion, Frankie the Reaper Fingers.
Totes is the man. But here's the crazy thing about that. No way for you to control who that's going to be. At one point, it was Recon Delta. At one point, it was Ozzy. Ozzy was the only female champion. Right now, Totes just on a crazy streak. I keep track of the individual matches, and right now is on the longest winning streak we have ever seen. Recon used to hold the title back in the days of TSW, back in Season 1 with 11. Totes, 17 straight victories if he can win here tonight. Has already won 16 in a row, smashing the record. Like, I don't even know if we see it again, but that's the beauty of this kind of wrestling. That is the beauty of our federation. There's no way to control that one way or the other. So, can Jace, though, end that here tonight? Can the familiarity of brothers, can Jace use Totes' weak spots against them, or will Totes use it against Jace? That is what we're going to see here right now. Yeah, I'm not trying to sell him short, but yeah, it kind of looks funny when it's me. You know what I mean? That's why I call myself Frankie Two Fingers. Totes is who Totes is. And I'll be Frankie Two Fingers until then. Look at this. Jace set it. Whoa! Hit him right in the peaches. That could be the thing right there. And then power bombs him into the side of the ring. And I'm going to tell you right now, Jace right now faring better than any wrestler has in the last probably 10 matches against Totes. Jace, knowing he cannot win the title on a countout, could end the winning streak, but can't win the title. Look at Scarlett up in the corner. Taking that off. Now goes, rolls up the leg. 1. And getting a 1 count. Totes kicking out in 1. Totes trying to get back to his feet. And trying to get back in control of this match. So far, the match having been controlled by Jace. And Totes just not having a lot of luck. Oh, Scarlett trying to hit him. I wonder if that would have counted as a disqualification. And look at this mistake. Scarlett removing that top turnbuckle pad, and then Totes getting thrown into it instead of Jace. And now, look, big slam after big slam. Scarlett distracting Jace. Can Totes get back to his feet? He does. Throws him now into that corner. And getting after him, trying to get things even back up here, trying to even back up the score. And Totes showing you why he is the U.S. champion, but Jace trying to show you why he is the leader of D-Generation X. Might even call it Regeneration X, you know what I mean? Have to find that out. Now rolls up the leg. One. And now this match has already gone on longer than most matches Totes has been in here as of late. But as we say this, Totes grabs, rolls up the leg. Two. And Jace now kicking out in two, but that typically sets up the extraction. Is that what happened right here? No. But a reverse DDT. Totes now going on the outside, telling Jace to get up. This is one of his lesser known moves, but that is his finisher. Rolls up the leg. 1, 2, 3. And he had to pull a rabbit out of his hat, use a finisher that most people don't ever see, to beat his own brother.
WCW United States Champion, Frankie the Reaper Finger.
And the leader of D-Generation X goes on, beats Jace, using an obscure move that most people didn't know about until then, but I can guarantee you people gonna know about it now. But Totes McGotes now extending that winning streak to 17 and 8 title defenses of the U.S. title. So many crazy things. Very, very interesting, but yeah. But whatever that is now brings us to the main event of the evening. So we've seen all kinds of crazy stuff already. We've seen the 10-man Royal Rumble title belt, which got kind of renamed, redistributed, redesigned, because we had a 6-man gauntlet and 8-man gauntlet. I didn't like it. Now we have the 8-man gauntlet title and the 10-man Rumble title, so that's kind of cool. We have seen Agent Destined defend the light heavyweight title. We have seen Mimi win the inaugural 8-women Superstar Gauntlet Eliminator match. We have seen the brand new look and the new direction of Robbo. We have seen the 4th Horseman get named, and Hogan going back possibly to his old ways and his new ways. Like, it's hard to say what is going on. Dragonuv beating McWayne. We have seen Phoenix defend her light heavyweight title. Totes McGotes defend the United States title, but that brings us to the brand new, the newly formed coalition of WCW. Paul the Thing and Sentinel now teaming up. They have both kind of had a rough go, but they're going against a super hot tag team right now. The tag team of the Syndicate, Vipero and Andrew Dubs. I'm saying, who do you guys want to see fight Totes? Who do you think can end the winning streak? The winning streak's up to 17. Who do you think can do it? Put that name in the chat. Look at the state of these two monsters coming down to the ring right now. Now, you're looking at a guy in Sentinel who has been a part of the world title talk, world title hunt, has got a couple shots at it, not been able to come through with it so far. Paul the Thing actually coming through and winning the world title, seeing some success, but as of late, kind of fallen off a little bit. Can the two of these guys pairing up get things turned back around for both wrestlers and get them moving in the right direction? Even in the singles events, you know, even if they're not going to be going after title shots, now they are obviously going after the Universal Tag titles tonight, but could you see them doing that? Robbo is not a Horseman. Robbo got kicked out of the Horseman. Bama Boy is now a Horseman. I like it. I'll put the titles on the line. Like, it's no joke. Only certain wrestlers, I think, that have earned it can go for the Universal titles. But I'll put the United States title belt on the line, and we'll put Brooklyn Joker in there. Brooklyn has been doing good, too. Like, Brooklyn Joker, okay, he'll be the next one. Brooklyn Joker in the LTD beat Totes. And then recently, Totes turned around and beat him in a blood match. So why not extend that feud here into the WCW? Give Brooklyn Joker a shot at the United States title belt. But now the Syndicate, the current Universal World Tag Team titles. Look at the state of these belts, too. That is a lot of gold. There's a lot of gold in them there hills. Main event of the evening, guys. Like the video, subscribe, and turn on the bell notifications, and share the video.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall and is for the Universal World Heavyweight Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 595 pounds, the Coalition. And their opponents at a combined weight of 446 pounds, the Universal World Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, the Syndicate.
Now, don't get me wrong. The Syndicate is going to be facing off against tag teams that are bigger than them, obviously. But the tag team right now of Sentinel and Paul the Thing outweigh Andrew Dubs and Vipero by over 170 pounds. So you want to talk about a size disadvantage. The Syndicate, though, no stranger to this. Typically, probably not this much. Andrew Dubs like, no, we got this. We're going to figure this out. But they are definitely going to have to use their speed and Japan-style wrestling to take advantage of any of the weaknesses showed by Paul or Sentinel. And they're going to have to stay in control of the match, because I don't care who you are. Paul or Sentinel get their hands on you. They get 3 or 4 moves ripped off on you. You could lose the match right there. So being able to control the tempo of the match, and I'm not saying it's got to be a fast tempo, but controlling the tempo of the match is going to be the key here for the Syndicate if they want to retain their titles. But Paul the Thing having some different ideas right now, grabbing onto Vipero and now walking over and getting Sentinel tagged in. Vipero, though, showing you he doesn't care. Goes, takes 2 feet right to the chest, and now Dubs tagged back in. And Dubs clothesline right across the chest. But Sentinel getting things turned right back around. That is a whole person. If you took that times me by 2 and minus 100 pounds, that's how much I weigh. 170 times 2 minus 100. Sentinel, though, you know, Sentinel had made the statement earlier that, hey, Sentinel's slipping. He's got to get back on track. And this might be one of those things that will allow him and Paul both to get back on track. Start putting together maybe some tag team wins. Getting the win streak going, even if it is in the tag team division, but that will start turning things around. That's what turns around things in the ratings. It doesn't matter how you win or what you win, as long as what you are doing is winning. Dubs, look at this. Little flippity-doo-dah. And getting a 1 count on Paul. Paul getting back to his feet. And look at that jab. That jab is quick. That big roundhouse right was slow, but that jab was quick, catching Dubs just a little bit off guard. But, you know, Dubs loves this style of wrestling, loves the Japan style of wrestling, loves the shoot style of wrestling. Sentinel now rolling up the leg. One. If I would have bet my house, I would have won that bet. I figured a 1 count was all we were going to get. Sentinel now getting the crowd fired up. And I got to tell you, those teeth that are on his mask as of now, freaky. Sentinel now going over, hitting Vipero right in the old scunion. And then turning him around and dropping 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Big overhand rights. Dubs was waiting, but timing a little bit off. Now rolls up the leg. Not even a 1 count. Sentinel's like, okay. Dubs going for the big super kick. Misses it, though. And now the emergency tag into Vipero. Vipero starting to get this thing turned back around. Now in control. But look at that. I have never seen that before. It looked like Sentinel was trying to crawl over, but immediately stops as Vipero took his focus off of him. And then Sentinel gets up and gains the upper hand. And now both men fighting back and forth off of that rope, and a big double Pele kick right to the top of the hair. But these guys showing you right now why they are the Universal World Champions. And this time, Sentinel able to get Paul tagged into the match. And Paul now after Vipero. But Vipero fighting back through it. Paul fighting back through it. Back and forth they go, and double missile drop kick right to the chest. And now getting Dubs tagged in. Paul getting over into the corner. You still got it. It goes back and forth, though. Something happened that jacked up. Like, you can see Dubs not wearing this new thing, even though I put it on. So, I don't know. It's weird. But, yeah, I kept both masks. You got both masks. So, you got 2 syndicate looks. So does Dubs. I didn't notice that until you said something there, Vipero. That's kind of funny. And look at that. We have seen Paul turn matches around right there. That is a huge thing. The referee trying to stop the tag. Obviously, JSavage putting the referee on the payroll. But look at that. Somehow the tall hair of Sentinel ducks the punch from Vipero, and Sentinel now on top of things. And I think right now maybe just the quick tags in and out by the other team. I don't know that the Syndicate has seen other people do this before. And maybe that is throwing off the timing of the Syndicate here just a little bit. Paul back into the ring, using the top turnbuckle, smashing the back of Vipero into that thing. And now right back on top of it. And look, so far, the people controlling the pacing of the match, it appears to be Paul and Sentinel. Maybe this is the thing they needed. Maybe they needed some tag team stuff to kind of start helping them build both of their confidence levels back up. And this time, Vipero ducks it. Sentinel not letting him grab him, and Vipero's like, what the heck is going on? And Sentinel right back in to the power moves, and oh, knee right to the face. And Vipero Sentinel setting up for it. Vipero getting back to his feet. Can't stop it. Huge slam. Do we have new champs? No. Andrew Dubs gets in there, breaks it up. And you can tell Andrew kind of taking his time getting out of the ring, trying to give Vipero a little more time to recover. Sentinel, though, staying in control, and it worked. Vipero grabs the neck, reverse neck breaker, and now telling Sentinel, knock it off. Bow to your champs, and look at that. Dubs, will he go for the pin? No, Sentinel trying to get back to his feet, doing everything he can to get back to his feet, to not allow him to go for a pin. And look at this. Is this going to set up the finisher? 1, 2. And Paul got in, but not in time to break anything up. But look at this. Sentinel back up to his feet. Was that the plan all along? Could have been. Both men going for a punch. Sentinel coming out on top of that, getting the crowd fired up. Maybe he's calling for it. But gets things turned back around. And is he going to be able to do this in his own corner? Puts the finisher. This might be it. 1, 2, 3, and the Syndicate will remain your Universal World Tag Team Champions.
Here are your winners, and still the Universal World Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, the Syndicate.
So even though the Syndicate was giving up 170 pounds to this tag team, there was this little spot where you see Paul get into the ring, and then you see Andrew realize what is going on, gets the better of him, gets Paul back out of the ring, and then in his own corner, in the away team's corner, as you will, puts him in his own corner to add insult to injury, and then puts his finisher on him from his corner and gets the 1, 2, 3. Absolutely crazy, but what you would expect from the Syndicate. Insult to injury, they love to do it. Now, guys, that is going to do it for us here tonight. Really appreciate all of you. Appreciate everything you guys are doing. Really, really appreciate all the views, all the likes, all the times that you guys are watching, all the shares, all the everything. So remember, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time that we go live, share the video, become a member of our Discord, become a member of the community. Join. If you want to be a wrestler in this E-Federation, the easiest way to do it, become a member of the channel. You can do it for as low as $4.99 a month. And then that automatically gets you in. That's one of the perks. If you want to do it for free, absolutely, you can do that too. One of the easiest ways to do that, just become a member of the community. Subscribe to the channel, be active in the chat, and then you can become a member of the community. You can become an E-Federation wrestler inside the WCW 2.0. Great storylines, great a lot of things, and we would love to have you. So guys, from all of us here inside the studio to all you guys out there, keep doing what you're doing, be kind to one another, and we will catch all of you in the next one. Peace.